Hey guys, Miscraft here, and welcome back to the NASCAR 2015 Championship Season number 2. Today we start the playoffs. It's the 10-race sprint to the end of the season to find out when we will get who the champion will be. And we're starting out today here in the Chicagoland Speedway. Hopefully this race goes well for us. I've got the yellow spoiler and splitter on it to signify that we are in the playoffs. I'm excited for this one. I feel decent about the race here today. Qualified 22nd, so hopefully this will go well for us, and we'll see you guys in the race. So here we go in Chicagoland. You see I got the yellow spoiler on her, and we're getting ready to go racing here today around this 1.5 mile track, and we're gonna have to go to the inside really quickly. That outside lane did not get a very good start there, and contrary to a lot of people's opinions, honestly, 1.5 mile tracks are some of my favorite to race at in this game, at least because you can get really nice and spread out and have some really fun races on. So for 53 laps here today at Chicagoland, we're just gonna try and survive. Hopefully we can get the victory to move ourselves into the next round of the chase of the playoffs, and hopefully we can figure out something to do with the next round early on here today. We are about 15 points ahead of second place in the standings right now, and my car is not feeling very good right now. We're already dropping back like a rock, and hopefully we can get this fixed up and going forwards for the rest of the race. We're already started on the third lap here today at a 53. We should have at least one pit stop. And that should be good enough for us to get us to the end. We're 3 wide all the way through here. There's one guy who's not in the playoffs. It's Joey Logano in the 22 car. He was like 31st in points, and I'm surprised he didn't get a win. There are a lot of big names that are out of the playoffs right now, but there are some weird drivers that are in, like JJ Alien the 23 is one to mention right now. I've literally changed like no positions right here. I've been just going back and forth with different drivers going ahead and behind me. This is such a weird start to the race. It's very interesting. Chicagoland is an interesting track in this game, I will say. You know, it's not the best. It's not the most memorable track in the game. So hopefully we can find a way to make it good. But I don't know. This is gonna be one of those tracks. I'm just like, let's just survive and get to Dover, because I have a feeling I could easily win Dover. Oh man, we're hitting the wall and everything though early on. This is not looking good. It's a big old conga line right now, really. We're just trying to get this car suited and around everyone as... Oh, man, this is honestly, this is going to be one of those races that I'm probably going to be around a lot of cars. And I hate turn 4 at this track in this game. I really do, because the safer barrier wall comes out so far on the straightaways, you can't really go that far up the track and then, like, hit the outside wall like you want to. And I about got turned right there by Larson, and I got sent way up the racetrack. That was not fun. We lost a lot of time right there. Coming around to 40 laps to go early on here, and Jimmie Johnson's already starting to get into some traffic. I think those guys did come down pit road, and we're just kind of hanging back here in 28th right now. Really, it's not. I don't think it's gonna be much like Richmond, and I'm not gonna pull a win out of my butt, and I don't think that's happening again. So, it sucks again, but it is what it is. The first 2 races of the playoffs are usually the worst for me. Because I hate Loudon in this game, as a lot of people do, because it's a 5-wide mess, just like Richmond and Martinsville. So I don't know. We'll have to see how all of that goes on later on. But right now we just have to focus on this. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not going very good. Alright, I just slapped the wall again. I'm coming down pit road. I'm getting this thing fixed up. I'm sorry. I can't do this anymore. This car does not want to cooperate with me, and we're going to bring her down, and we're going to fix it up, because I'm having a hard time with it. Alright, off the pit lane we come. I need to get out here before Jimmie Johnson laps me for a second time. He's that red car back there. I got to get back. I got to get up here. I cannot go 2 laps down just in case there's a caution flag, because everyone on the lead lap's most likely going to pit. Just block. There we go. Okay. So Jimmie Johnson is right behind me. I've got to run. Gonna block him. Like, I'm sorry, Jimmy, but I'm sorry. You have a plenty big enough lead. I don't know what drugs Jimmie Johnson is on right now, but we're just under 30 laps to go, and I'm on new tires, and for some reason Jimmie Johnson has not fallen off of me very much, and I'm running 3/10 off of the fastest lap of the race, and somehow Johnson, 24 laps into a run, is still on his on running some great lap times. What is going on? I mean, Johnson's gonna make it into the next round, no doubt. But like, this is insane. Oh man, I'm making a pass to McDowell. Here comes Johnson, way to the top side. He's gonna put me 2 laps down right here. Oh, this is embarrassing. I can't believe I'm on newer tires than Johnson, and we're 3 wide again. Oh, Jimmy! Oh, Jimmy! That was really close. I thought we were gonna go around right there. I'm so glad we didn't. I'll be honest with you. That was very close. Jimmie should be pitting here very soon, and yeah, he's a long ways ahead of the guy who's behind him. I mean, a long ways ahead. He's on my draft for a while. And I think that's probably why he's been able to keep up. So I'm not really too surprised by that. But like, I don't know, man. This is just crazy. This is really just crazy how he's been able to keep up like this. We got 23 laps to go for Jimmie Johnson, and I'm still a lap down. I'm pretty much almost 2 laps down. I mean, let's come on. I think he's on lap 32 right now, and I'm on lap 30, coming to 31. Yeah, I don't know when he's gonna come down pit road. It should be pretty soon. Whoa, 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 whoa! Austin Dillon, this is big trouble. Oh my lordy, that was close. Woo! He just came shooting up out of pit lane right there, and that scared the living crap out of me. I saw him shooting up the racetrack, and I thought he was going to come right back down. I didn't think it was going to hit the wall like that. That was really close. That scared the living crap out of me. And Trevor Bayne is slow in turn 3. Oh, please, Jimmie Johnson, pit before I get trapped a lap down. Please. Jimmie Johnson just came down pit lane, and this is going to help us out a ton. We're definitely going to get back on the lead lap here as long as the caution doesn't come out. So, you know, this is going to be pretty good. Well, never mind, because Kyle Busch decides to stay out on the racetrack as well. So, yes, yeah, curse you, Kyle Busch. I'm going to be honest with you here. I would not be surprised if we find a way into the top 10 before the end of this one, because here's Joey Logano running 13th. We're going to go 4 wide for just a second there. But that was Joey Logano we just took over 13th from. He's probably going to get around me somehow, but, you know, it is what it is. But we should get back on the lead lap right here. So, yeah, there we go. Boom. Coming back to the lead lap. We're back on it, and now we're going to gain a lot of positions right here because of all the guys that did come down pit road. And, man, that's a lot of strong guys, too. So, luckily, pitting early has actually paid off a little bit for us. So, hey, good news, huh? But yeah, probably going to lose a few more spots here. I'm not going to be surprised. I'm not going to be upset about it because, you know, we came in on, like, lap 12. And we've probably got about 30 laps or so on this set of tires. So, not too worried about it. But coming down to the end of it here, we should be able to keep a top 10 as long as we don't fall too far back. It's been a really nice and clean race. And I'm happy that we've been able to keep it that way. Because we've been able to let it play out a little bit. And so we should be able to easily move on to round 2 even just based on points. So not too worried about it, but well, we're coming to 7 laps to go, and I'm kind of getting a little worried because my fuel gauge is going yellow. I think we'll be okay, but you know it's getting pretty low. I don't think we'll have to worry about our fuel, but you know I'll back it off a little bit here and there. As long as I can find a way to keep this top 10, I'll be a-okay, and I think that should last us another 5 laps. So. Not too worried about it, but you know, if it does come down to it, then I will save a little bit, but no biggie. Once again, like I said a few minutes ago, it's it's not gonna be big of a deal if we don't get the crazy best of finishes because we're literally 15 points ahead of second place in the point standings. So at least coming into the race. So you know, not too worried about it. We should be okay. 5 laps to go this time by. You know, no big deal. Alright, we're letting Joey Logano go by here. We 4 laps to go this time by. We're gonna go ahead and let Logano go. We have a little ways back to Brian Vickers in 8th. I think we should be able to hold him off for 7th. So not too worried about him. Yeah, 4 laps to go here in Chicagoland. About 2 minutes left of racing, and you know we're coming down to the wire. And it's been a caution-free race so far. I hope we don't get a caution because then that means I'll have to restart it, and I'm not very good up here at the front of the field for restarts. So. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. We should be okay. 3 laps to go this time by. So here we come to the white flag here in Chicagoland. Brian Vickers might get me here. Yeah, I'm not too worried about him. I don't think he will get around me here. One last time around. And, you know, I'm kind of glad we pit on lap 11, or whenever we did pit. It was really early on. I'm glad we pit when we did and got our car fixed up then because we would not be up here holding off these guys for position if we didn't go ahead and get that. But Jimmie Johnson, after having a dance party with him early, about half the race, comes home and wins at Chicagoland. I think that's a glitch right there on the top right. I think we're finishing 6th. So that was a pretty decent race to start off the playoffs at Chicagoland. We should be okay to make it to the next round based on just that performance. I don't think we're going to have that much of an issue with points heading into Dover after Loudon, which is the next race. But looking at your results, we got Jimmie Johnson out front, and then it looks like it's playoff guys all the way down to Brian Vickers and Dale Earnhardt Jr. So here are the point standings heading into the next race, which will be Loudon or New Hampshire. We are a long ways ahead. We got 2,062 points versus the 2024 that Newman has. So, wow. Okay, we're 38 points ahead of the cutoff. 39. We're 39 points ahead of the cutoff, really. But it's J.J. Ailey, Tony Stewart, Kyle Busch, and Casey Kane who are currently out. Kyle Busch hit twice for some reason, and I don't know why, and that really hurt him. He was a long ways up in the point standings, I believe. He lost 12 spots. He was in third, so that sucks for him. Tony Stewart lost 10 spots, and yeah, that's pretty good. Wow, Truex and McMurray gained 8 and 7 spots respectively, so that's pretty cool. Those guys made it all the way up here. I don't know why it's showing me the 21 car, but that is what it is. So we have 17 top 10s. That's a lot of top 10s. Next race is the New Hampshire Raceway, and that's gonna be a crapshoot. I mean, that's gonna be one of the worst races of the season right here. Unless we can find a way to make put ourselves up towards the front, which I highly doubt is gonna happen. So it's probably gonna be a very frustrating race to do. So I don't know. Hopefully we can do something really cool with that track. Hopefully I can get a setup and put together, and hopefully we'll be able to run fast with that. But nonetheless, that'll be the next race. If you guys did enjoy today's race here at the Loudon, here at Chicagoland. And yeah, so hopefully we can have a good race at New Hampshire in the next one. But that's it for me. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.